there's a long history of elected representatives working diligently through the legal process, through legislation, to be able to protect and make it easier, or to preserve, if you will, those rights that service members have, because it can be difficult. And there's great examples that legislators have done to be able to make sure that they are not only supporting their military and their families, but making their lives easier. One of them, and I forget the exact name of it, it's a very long title, but it basically says that while a service member is overseas, they can't default on their credit cards, they can't default on their mortgage, they can't, get behind on their bills. And even if they do, you can't evict them, and you can't cancel their accounts, and you can't throw them out, because there's all kinds of extenuating circumstances when they're overseas. That's one great example. Perhaps the most famous example, of course, is the GI Bill. Everything that legislatures have done to be able to thank service members for that sacrifice by providing opportunities for training and education when they return home. And so I see ranked choice voting for members of the legislature as the next great step they can take in preserving our democracy and making sure that the very people who are protecting our democracy, we're protecting their vote and their voice and choice, and who they want to see as the elected representatives who could ultimately one day vote to send them overseas in future conflict or future war. And anybody who would deny a service member the chance to have a ranked choice vote while overseas couldn't be farther from the spirit of what we're trying to do to protect our democracy, and might even be seen, heaven forbid, as a little hypocritical in their support to our service members and families.